All right, everybody, welcome back. Totally Driven Radio. All right, Frank, you ready?
Come on now.
I actually have to call Mr. Big Pussy himself. So
As it should be.
Putting his number in the system now.
That'd be great if he ribbed you and gave you, like, his maid's number.
Let's see. We're dialing. Doom doo doo doom doom doo doom doo doo doom doo 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 doo.
You have reached VP Productions. Please leave your name, your phone number, and a message, and we'll call you back as soon as possible.
All right. Well, that's him, huh?
I love that it's VP Productions, man.
VP, Vincent Pastore. Not BP, not Big Puss.
Okay. I had a hard time hearing. My bad.
All right. Call his cell. Hang on. Live radio here. Let's see. All righty. Damn, you don't even have a voicemail on his cell?
That's old school.
Yeah, right? All right, well, let's try back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, he just might be in an area where he can't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
He's not on the West Coast, is he?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Come on.
I still have Corey Feldman nightmares.
Oh, yeah, remember that? No. New York. That's what I thought. New York City.
Yeah, that was...
So... Wow.
Well, for those who don't know what we were talking about, the first time we had brought our guest Corey Feldman on, there was a miscommunication between him and his PR people, and he was calling in after our show had actually gone off the air because he was calling in on the West Coast time. And he's like, I can't believe these guys stood me up. You know, he doesn't do many interviews, and here he's thinking, wow, I want to do an interview with these guys, and they left me out.
He was like freaking out on Twitter, and he was, calling, and we were off the air, and he was wondering what the hell was going on. But then we got it all straight, and now we're like good friends with Corey. Corey loves us.
That's right, because we asked the right questions.
We asked the right questions. All right, let's try that number again.
Your call.
Okay. Wait, I hit a button here.
Hello?
Vincent.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Pastore.
It's Don Jameson, comedian,
Hey, how you doing?
Metal
This is
show host, co-host.
What happened?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Don Jameson, comedian.
Wow. All right. Let's try this one more time. Gotta love live radio. This is why I like when the guests call us.
Hello?
Vincent.
Yes?
How you doing? This is Bay. You're live on Totally Driven Radio.
Hey, how are you?
good, my friend. How are you?
All right, let's find down. What's up?
I was going to say, we didn't wake you up, did we?
I'm okay. What's up?
We're calling to talk to you about your play and all you're doing and a little bit of your past career.
Okay, well, when are we going on the radio?
We're on right now.
All right. Where am I talking to you at?
You're being heard around the world right now. You're on the internet all over the place.
Oh, I'm on the internet. Okay.
Yeah, so you can curse. You can be yourself. Don't be scared.
No, I don't feel like cursing. Go on.
All right, so I met you last month at the Chiller Theater, and you were telling me about the play you're doing. Yeah, you wrote your own play.
Yeah, I wrote a play, and we opened up December 6th at the Drilling Company on West 78th Street. It's called Wild Children, and we had a party last night, a launch party. Yeah, it's
nice.
a good play, and you can get tickets on Smart Tickets.
Now, you wrote this all yourself, and it's about like an 80s bar or a club, rock club?
It's about pretty much autobiographical. It's about a guy who opens up a bar during the disco era, but he don't want a disco. He wants a rock and roll bar with live music like that in the village. And
gotcha.
he opens up a bar, and a lot of people come in. They start dealing with drugs and stuff. It's pretty dark. It's that's what it's about.
Now, did you own your own bar back in?
Yeah, I ran bars before I became an actor. I ran bars for 25 years, so that's why I wrote this. I did this up in Nyack in the spring, and it was real good. And so now we're bringing it to New York.
That's cool. So what made you finally want to do this?
Well, I've been working on this. I think every actor's a writer. I've been working on this for a while. I think there's a story in every actor that they want to write and tell.
Now, do you have any other ones that you've been writing, or is this just your first?
No, this is basically it. I wrote a couple of short plays, but this is my full length. This is my baby. I got a good cast. Cool. I got a couple of guys from the Sopranos, Lou Martini Jr., and a couple of guys from the show, and got a good New York cast. And it's a good show.
Now, were you, I guess, doing the whole thing, like the casting and everything like that?
No. I wrote it and I'm producing it. And,
okay.
And I may do a couple of shows for some. See, some of the shows we do are fundraisers for different charities. And so I may go up and play character in a couple of shows. But basically, I'm not directing or anything. I'm real busy right now doing Woody Allen's play. I'm in Bullets over Broadway. So
really?
I'm busy doing that as an actor. So, the Wild Children, what I do with that is I'm producing it. I'm doing all the promotion and paying all the bills, And that's why I got to sell tickets and get some of my money back.
And tickets aren't even that expensive. I think they were like $16.
Yeah, it's an equity showcase, and we're only allowed to charge $18. It's pretty hard to get your money back. When you're putting $18,000, $20,000 to the show, it's really hard to get your money back. I don't know why they only let us charge $18. Something about the fact that we're not paying the actors, but I mean, that's how I started off, and that's how a lot of people start off. They go to community theater, then they start doing showcases, and they start moving up and doing off-Broadway and Broadway shows.
Now, for some reason, I don't picture you being like a Broadway theater type guy. I mean, do you really enjoy doing theater?
Yeah, but that's what I've been doing. I mean, people see me on television and in the movies, but my real background was singing and dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the second musical I'm doing. I did Chicago. I played Amos. Now I'm playing Nick in Woody's play, the club owner. And we just knocked off what we call a lab, the second lab, where we We learn the play, we learn the songs, we learn the lines, and then we perform it in front of investors, press, and stuff like that. So we just finished that, then we go back in January, and then we open in March at the St. James, and we're on Broadway. We're expecting a big hit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is this what you always wanted to do, was acting and theater?
Well, I mean, if you call me up and you want to put me in a movie or a TV show or a radio show, I like to do it all.
Sure.
Yeah, I did radio on series for 5 years. And, I do stand-up. I'm doing a stand-up. I do stand-up at Catch a Rising Star. My next show is in Princeton next Saturday night, November 30th, and then I go to Providence on New Year's Eve. I do basically, I pretty much do as much as I can in show business.
Wow. I didn't know you were doing stand-up, too.
Yeah, I do a little stand-up, and, I try to do it all. It keeps you busy instead of just sitting around,
Yeah, I hear you. And something I didn't know, too, was Matt Dillon and his brother Kevin are the ones that got you started in the entertainment business?
Yeah, back in the late 80s. Yeah, they're kind of shy about it, but in fact, I was just talking to Paul, Kevin's brother, the other day. We went out, we hooked up, and we laugh about it. How I was friends with Maddie and Kevin. They used to come, and Paul, all the Dillon brothers used to come to my bar, which the play is about, this particular bar called Crazy Horse. And they used to come there, and I never bugged them. But one day, one night, Kevin said, "You should get into acting." And I said, "Well, I do community theater," and they didn't know that. And then they brought me down, and I started work from there. So they helped me. Yeah, they really helped me a lot. God bless them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, let me see here. You always play, naturally, the Italian-American, a mobster character a lot in TV, movies. Does it bother you that you're always doing that same character?
No.
I mean,
no.
Because you have a wide range. Obviously, you're doing theater and stuff like that.
Well, I'm doing a Broadway play, and I'm playing a gangster.
Okay.
Don't bother me. Does it bother you?
It don't bother me at all.
That's what I'm known for. That's what Woody hired me. Why did Woody Allen hire me out of all the guys who could get to play this gangster?
That's true. And it's funny, too.
Right? I guess I'm good at it.
When I met you, you kind of, you remind me of, because I'm Italian, too. So you remind me of, one of my older Italian uncles who just, same demeanor, same mannerisms, and I was cracking up as I walked away after I met you, because you just remind me of my uncle.
Yeah, and Woody's a good guy. He's real shy, but he grew up in East New York. He grew up in Brooklyn, so he knows these guys. And when he's hiring somebody to play somebody in the 1920s who owns a speakeasy,
right?
He brought all the Sopranos in, and out of all the guys, I was told he wanted me. So I think it's an honor, and I'm really happy that Woody hired me for this.
Now, how about
as far as the play, it's an honor that people want to come and see my play. They want to see something I wrote. So I'm in a pretty good place right now. Pretty happy about it.
Now, how about with the Sopranos? Something that was kind of sticking with me, and a lot of times we'll have sports figures on, and some championship sports figures where they've won a World Series or Stanley Cup or whatever. And I said with them, we're based here down in Philly, and especially down here in Philly, the old Flyers teams from the 70s that won the back-to-back cups, them guys are legends here in that town. And it's that team is just always known as being the team. And it's almost kind of like that with the Sopranos. You guys are almost considered a royalty and a team. And it's no matter where you are always that team, that winning team.
Well, yeah, because we were lucky. It was we all got together. We were hired by David Chase, by HBO. And wonderful, working on a hit TV series.
Yeah.
So, we got lucky.
Did you expect the Sopranos to be such a huge hit as it
No,
was?
no, you don't know. When you're working, you don't know what. Like yesterday, what was it? Yesterday, what's today? Thursday, Tuesday, we were running bullets in front of Woody and everybody, and you wonder if they like it. You don't know. You wonder if the critics will like it. I mean,
right.
You don't know. You don't know. You make
a
movie, it come out like those. Thinking about this movie I did in Guatemala with Talia Shire, because she came to my party last night in New York, and her and I did a movie in Guatemala, and when we were down there, we said, oh, this is a nice movie. And then when it came out, it ran in the theaters maybe a week. And now they're running it on television a lot. People call me up and say, oh, I saw you in this movie with Ben Gazzara, looking for Paladin, with Talia Shire. And we liked it. And, you just don't know. You don't know. You get the script, and you don't know. That's why, like, with my play, I don't know. I mean, I like it. I wrote it. But
right.
I don't know if it's any good. You don't know.
Well,
you don't know until you throw it out there,
Exactly. You got to throw it out there. You can't.
Yeah, you don't know. If it's like anything.
Right.
So you don't know.
Now, how about when they decided to kill your character off in The Sopranos? Were you upset by that?
No.
Nah?
No. Why should I be upset? I mean, it was a great opportunity to do some acting. That's what we do.
If it was me, I would have liked them to stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah, but you didn't know how long the show was going to go.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That's true.
Nobody said the show was going to go for 7 years. Nobody says that. They said, in this episode we're doing this, and you don't know.
Now, how about being called Big Pussy? We were saying before you came on, like, you're always known now as Big Pussy. You're always referred to as Big Pussy.
Yeah, not really. Not really. Not anymore.
Nah.
No, maybe you guys, a lot of people. They call me Vinny, Mr. Pastore, Vincent Pastore. I think that's kind of dying off. You got to remember, I did that. What's this? 2014.
Right.
I did that show 12 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been 12 years since I was on Sopranos.
Well, how about another show that you did, which was one of my other favorites as well, was General Hospital.
I did one episode of that.
Is that all it was?
That's all I did.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
I did one episode.
Oh. What was that? Did you like doing a soap opera?
Yeah, it was all right. Nah. I like doing what I'm doing now. I like my plays. I'm retired now. I'm on my pension, so I like going to New York and doing a play. I love it. Can't wait to get there.
How about when you did the whole world?
Somebody wanted me to go do it was something I was supposed to do in Florida. I couldn't get there because of my schedule.
What was that?
All right. So I didn't get some job, and I said, it's just not that important no more as you get older.
Right.
When you're younger, I see that because I'm working with a lot of. I get this young actor in my play. This kid Kevin Hoff. He's really good, and he's hungry and he wants to work and he wants to break through. And I did all of that. And, when you get older, you got your home and you got your family, and you want to appreciate that. You want to spend time. Like,
sure.
Bullets is going to be a big hit, and we're talking about the London, because each play that's done in New York is also done in London.
Okay.
And what they do is that they exchange cast members. You know, so I talked to him. I said, I want to go to London and do the play, and I want to do it for 6 months. Because you get older and you want to do these things, you know, before, you know, I mean, we lost Jimmy. Jimmy's gone. You don't know what's going to happen. Dennis Farina's dead. Ed Lauer just died. So, yeah, it's like, let me do what I want to do now. It's really not about the money.
Nah.
Not about the money.
It's
about doing what you want to enjoy doing, you know, before your time is up. And giving yourself, you know, a good resume. So your grandchildren and everything, you know, they can say that's my grandfather. So you want to do good work, you know. I think the fact that, you know, I'm going to be on Broadway this spring, a lot of high visibility. Who's the happiest people involved in this project is your family, you know, because they remember when you did community theater when you were young, and they saw you going through all the ups and downs of the business. You know, I mean, on The Sopranos, I was supposed to be on that show for 6 years. They give me a 6-year contract, and then they kill you. They say you go home. You know,
right.
You know, that's the business. I mean,
so
you could be working on a show. You could be working on a show. I don't even want to say any names, but I know people that have been on television shows and plays, and all of a sudden they're told to go home for one reason or another. So, yeah.
Yeah, but
do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. I mean, I worked with Luc Besson. We went to Paris. It was great. And the family, you come home, you went to Paris. I mean, who's better than me? I went to Paris. When I did Guy Ritchie's movie, I was in London. I did the movie with Talia Shire. I was in Guatemala. So, you know, I'm hoping Bullets takes me to London again. You know, I got a good life.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
good.
a nice way of doing things. And then, like last night, we had this party to raise more money to put the play up because it's very costly to put a play in New York.
Sure.
And we were asking people to come in. Yes, they give us $10, and I raised like $1,500. Asking people for $10 each. Some guys were giving me $30. One guy gave me $300 because they believe in us. They want to come and see us work. They want to see these things happen. You know?
That's got to be a great feeling.
I was talking to Zach Braff. Zach Braff was the lead in Bullets. He did a movie called Garden State, and he raised the money on Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's the new thing now. Is the whole.
He raised it on Kickstarter. He just did another movie, and he raised that money on Kickstarter. And I work with little Steven with the Rascals tour, Once Upon a Dream.
Uh-huh.
And Steven raised the money on Kickstarter. I mean, it's a whole different ballgame now. Where I could say to you right now, I could say, hey, listen, you want to invest in a play? You want to invest into a TV show? And people are more interested in doing it now than years ago because there's a decent return. You know, We're not asking you guys to give us $10 and $20 million. We're asking you to give us, you know, a couple $100,000 to do low budget stuff. And ironically, the low budget stuff does well.
Right.
You know, the family we shot with Luc Besson with De Niro, the budget was $20 million. Now that's not a big movie anymore.
No.
And they grossed, and the movie didn't get great reviews, but they grossed in 2 weeks $31 million international, just domestically, not even internationally. So Luke made his money back.
Right.
You know, so like what I do with Wild Children, my director says, "Oh, I need $20,000," and I said, "Well, you ain't got 20,000 as a producer." I said, "Because I only got 60 seats."
Right.
And do the math. It's $18 a ticket, so I can't give you 20. I'm sorry. We got to put the show up for 15. You understand? Otherwise, you're throwing $5,000 away. And the same thing is on a bigger scale with Bullets Over Broadway. I mean, they're sinking millions of dollars into that show, but they watch the budget.
Okay.
You know, on how much they pay. I see it. you know, on who
Did
they
you guys
hire,
think
how much
about-
they're paying, because it's all about dollars and cents.
Did you guys think about doing like that?
Like
Kickstarter?
HBO made a lot of money from The Sopranos.
Sure.
A lot of money. Nobody was
Right.
watching HBO before we came along. Nobody.
No.
Nobody. And all of a sudden, everybody's ding. Everybody was going out and getting cable. Remember?
Yeah. That's what I used to do. I used to cut HBO off when The Sopranos were off, on the off season.
Yeah, you just wanted to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah. And then
You know? But now, you know, with cable, you got all the sports shows, you got all the events. So it's different. But 15, 20 years ago, you didn't have all of that.
Right.
There's a song by Bruce Springsteen, 57 channels and nothing on.
Yeah, we had people on the show last week. They did a documentary on that whole the Penn State situation with Joe Paterno and everything. And they did a Kickstarter to get the funds for a movie, and they raised over $50,000.
They raised $50,000 with Kickstarter?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because people don't ask for anything in return. They say, well, what out of this? They just want to be part of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? They're not getting anything. Like, I got a guy for my play. He's a sweetheart. He gave me a check for $2,000. And I said, you know, you're not getting nothing back. We're not going to make no money on this show. He said, no, I want to see it get done. I mean, obviously, he has that money not to throw away, but to give. Some people don't have it, you know. But some people are very supportive, and they find something they believe in. Same thing with music. You know.
Yeah, people are doing it.
They want to make a CD. They want to make a demo. They want to be in. They got to go and they got to go do a showcase. Musicians.
Right.
So they got to go to a right venue in the city somewhere, like the Cutting Room, and actually get up there and perform. So people in the business come and see them. Because if they just put tapes and CDs, they're not going to go nowhere. And that's the same thing with my play. People got to see it. And the same thing with Bullets. I mean, we had. A month of a really hard rehearsal to put the show up, to let group sales and all the investors and everybody see what they're going to get in March. And the reason they do that is to get more money.
Gotcha.
For advertising and all that stuff, you know?
Right.
They ran an ad in New York Times on Sunday. I don't know what those ads cost, $20,000?
Yeah, they got to be a lot.
More? Full page ad in the New York Times. What's that cost?
It's got to be at least
$20,000. A lot of money.
Yeah, huge.
A lot of money. All right. Talk to you for half an hour. Go to bed. I'm hanging up.
You're hanging up?
Yeah.
That's it?
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, well, hey.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this. We wish you luck, and we'll keep promoting your play for you. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. God bless.
You too. Thanks, Vince. All right, everybody. That was Vincent Pastore, Big Pussy from The Sopranos. Has his play coming out December 6th at the Drilling Room in New York. It's called Wild Children. Obviously woke Vincent up, and he has half hour, 30 minutes. He said he was going back to sleep. Well, there you go. He went back to sleep. You can go to Smart Tix and get the tickets. You can go to his website, VincentPastore.com, and you could also find out more information about the play and about the tickets and all that other fun information. Frank, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.